Hello guys, in this video, I am going to give you tips and tricks when you are facing against two enemies in the gold lane. The reasons why I decided to make this tutorial is because one of our subscriber had a hard time against his lane. This is the result of the match. He had a hard time. He was using Layla and was facing Beatrix and Franco. Based on the performance of Beatrix, that Beatrix is not good at all, so I don't know why Layla had a hard time against her. And we all know how easy it is to avoid the Franco's hook. The only problem I see here is that Fanny was always going in his lane and killing Layla. So in this match, I decided to imitate the same situation he have. In this match, I am facing against two marksmen. It might have been easier if I am facing against Franco, but since I am facing against two marksmen, then they have more power to push faster. In this match, I also used Layla to try to imitate his situation, and here, the enemy also have a Fanny. At the beginning of the match, I didn't know that I am facing against two enemies, so I will die easily. First tip: whenever you are facing against two enemies, always try to play as much as safe as you can, because the moment you die, that is the moment you are giving the enemies the advantage they want. And that would make it harder for you to defend your lane. This tutorial is applicable in any rank, but the higher your rank is, the harder this situation to handle. In this match, my team will help me in my lane, so I am going to ask them not to help me, so I will face the same situation my subscriber had. Later on, our jungler Ruby will also help me in my lane, but helping me are just making my farm slower. In this match, this Ruby is really talkative and don't really know what to do. He is always asking for my help in a bad way. What I mean bad way is that, he expect me to help him even it's a suicide mission. Don't do this guys. Even if they judge you, don't help someone if it's so obvious that both of you won't accomplish anything and will also just feed the enemies. If you know better, then do better. In this match, I have to teach Ruby what to do from time to time since he was talking to me. He is my friend, by the way. So sorry guys if there are times that I am just standing still. And also sorry for the replay view. Tip number 2. Always keep in your mind that you are in the gold lane. Marksmen are usually useless in the early game but can carry the game in the late game. That is the reason why they have to take the gold lane, so they can farm faster and get stronger. And that is the reason why enemies will always prioritize your lane. They will kill you as much as they can, so they can prevent you from getting stronger. So when enemies gank your lane and you die recklessly, don't cry asking your team's assistance. Always remember that each role have their own objective. Tip number 3, just survive. In Mythic rank, the common rotations are 1-3-1 rotation. It means that both sides are alone, and middle lane will do the rotation to the whole map. So if you are facing against two enemies, then the enemy rotation are 1-2-2 or 2-2-1 depends on where the gold lane is. So just by staying alive, you are greatly helping your team in a good way. Why? Because in this game, manpower will most likely define who the winner is. Example, if your team are taking the turtle, and there are 4 of them taking the turtle while enemies are only 3, then they have a higher chance taking the turtle. So to make this long tutorial short, you staying alive and occupying 2 enemies in your lane, means your team can rotate faster and can take objective effectively. So if you are going to cry whenever you die, you are not just becoming a burden to your team, but you are also distracting them and preventing them from doing their own objective and rotation. In this moment, you might be wondering why I run instead of killing the enemy since Ruby successfully hooked both of them. Bruno and Moskov have the mobility to get closer to me, and gives them a better chance to kill me, and both of them have the advantage in the early game because of their good damage even in the early game. Especially Moskov that can have an insane attack speed. He exactly knows what to do, that's why he chose to get closer to me. Tip number 5, map awareness. This is pretty common sense. In all of tutorials, this thing is always included because this is one of the most important thing in the game. All roles needs this. Just by having map awareness, you can almost predict the time your enemies will gank you, so it will give you a better chance to survive. Remember, if the enemies failed to kill you, it means they just wasted their time on you. But if they successfully killed you, then just take that as a lesson not to die next time. If you die, don't blame your team for your own stupidity. Act professionally. It will just backfire if you try to point your fingers to others. Try to look at the map every 5 to 10 seconds, it will help you grow as a player. This tip will insanely help you, especially if you are up against a jungler that have an insane mobility, and can tower dive you easily just like Fanny, Ling and more. Tip number 6, always try to look where the position of the turtle is. If turtle is in your lane, it means that you should expect that enemy might try to gank you. Because there are times when the enemies will try to kill their enemies near the turtle, so that will give them the advantage during the time they are killing the turtle. I know that you already know what I am talking here. Last tip is patience. This might be a little deeper. But there are times that waiting is the best option. Don't try to push things too hard if you know that you can't do it. Example, this battle will last longer than expected. And we will really have a hard time winning this one. There will be times when our jungler will try to take the Lord. Even it is so obvious that we can no longer fight for it. So the best option is to defend the base, and wait them to come. And also wait for our items to get stronger. Just like what I said, patience is really important. The moment the enemies lost their patience, that will be the time they will make a mistakes, and that will be your chance to win.
Target acquired. Humanity is always on the winning side. It's me! The training sessions are just easy. Follow me. There's no time for fear now. the winning side. Initiate retreat. Shut down. Mega kill. An enemy has been slain. Initiate retreat. Request backup. Initiate retreat. Launch attack. Initiate retreat. Follow me. There's no time for fear now. Request backup. Never heard of The training tests are just easy peasy. Initiate retreat. Target acquired. Attack the Lord. Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. Humanity is always on the winning side. Shut down. Killing spree. Double kill. Triple kill. Maniac. Your team destroyed a turret. Your team destroyed a turret. Your team destroyed a turret. Victory!
If this video helps you in any ways, then please like the video and subscribe to our channel. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video.